Hi guys, we're here in the Southeast office and I'm just going to do a couple of bonuses if you don't mind. It's a lot easier when I get to work from in here because I have a dual office downstairs and then upstairs is the tarot room. I hope you guys don't mind. Ego was at play in the recent past with our Tiger card. We're just going to do some casual specific readings here. And then another Tower. My goodness, I shuffled the Tower card there. Now the Tower can be... There's several things here. There is such a thing as okay towers. They could be good. Some are reforming, like they change the foundation forever. And then there's the clinging card. We're going to talk about a couple things here with some flips. And we're going to talk about the day in this one. Okay, what can we learn from what we have around us? So splitting, Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine part of you could be activated more today. And this office too, the light is a lot better and I like the table in here. That's why I use it, because the table seems to be really nice for the camera propping and I feel like you guys can see things clearer. Divine Feminine story, the yin is activated. So even if you're a masculine, it's okay. Don't be intimidated by the card and the basams that you see in the photo. Your Divine Feminine part is just the feminine reactory parts of yourself. I have masculine just like you have masculine. We all have equal parts of both. I'll keep the clinging card. You have a secret admirer and our pink card. It was the magenta card there that you see in the back. That was my other split. And then you have holding on, spying. I'm just going to read what I have. Someone could be spying on a Divine Feminine. Checking her out is what I see here. They have new perspectives. Somebody sees that you might be better off or you're in a clearer headspace than where you were before. I think someone might have the wrong idea that you're very, very happy right now. You are changing your life, because I do see the shifts in the readings with the major arcanas, but this is a perspective on something new. The light gets to shine somewhere else. Some of you have a different view on a family member. You view somebody differently. You view certain relationships as maybe that it wasn't that way before. It might be completely different now with this card. So you have a new perspective. That's the Libra card for me. And then this is your person over here. There is a huge shift in how somebody looks at you. I can see it in so many different ways, from our clinical table reads to even when you do oracle, when there's just picture artwork. It's the same things and they align. And you guys know my second video always does the checking out of the first one in some way. You do have a Seven of Swords here with deception. Okay, we'll talk about this. We'll narrow what could have happened here or if it's still ongoing. And this is the Seven of Swords from this deck. Okay, show me the Divine Feminine. What's going on with the holding on? That's the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Swords together. Show me what's going on here. Queen of Cups. It could be coming from a Cancer person or water. They took a deep dive recently. And this is kind of where I'm going to go esoteric with things, if you guys don't mind, because now I get to feel out the cards that I have. I have 5. This says that they're aware of your value, whether your value before. And the thing is, people can be aware of your value even prior to when they knew you before, but something is more aware to them today. And this is the Depth card. It talks about either somebody studying that. As you could see, she's scuba diving. Gives me reminiscences of Scuba Steve. Somebody diving really deep to find their answers, and they have an importance of some type of value that you hold. Whether this was given to Libra in terms of like memory, you are attached to good memories, or this person understands that you're just very valuable to have in their life. Okay. There is a bit of ego at play with this type of thing, because if somebody doesn't want to ever tell you, or they don't want to discover that with you, or they don't ever want to talk to you again, those feelings are repressed within them. So it says here, some type of awareness is new to this person, whether they have traveled down a past story and connection to you, or this is like a soulmate thing. This was like a twin flame soulmate story. Your Divine Feminine parts are shining through. It's almost what I'm seeing here is a blanket, like almost like a sheet of a bed, and someone is kind of pushing it through a wooded forest, and it's swaying, and the light just keeps coming through to those bed sheets. Okay, and that's what I'm seeing in my visions. I think it's talking about the Divine Feminine card. Just remove my bracelet here because it's going to clank on the desk. Okay. We have someone's escaping their feelings. As you can see, the footprints, there could be somebody walking today, or there's a masculine that kind of takes a nice clean walk to get their mind, you know, most likely clear of some thoughts. And excuse me if I'm a little bit like slow on explaining. It's still really early here. So there's something about like taking a walk today. They could be blocking some type of emotions. I'm going to keep the escaping card. We'll talk about that. And then you have spying and manifestation. Somebody could be wishing to run into you or to solve something. It's coming off more like, how do I get to you? How do I solve certain things? Can I come to you without getting in trouble? This person's already in a relationship. And it's showing in the bonus that he's on the computer, right? He's trying to gain resources. He could be trying to get to this girl. In our modern society, today on Soulful Revolution, MJ brought up that when somebody is watching you from online, like it could be considered stalking, or somebody is just like watching you too much. But I think with these two cards here, it's saying that someone wants the information to get to the manifesting person here. They're trying to find out what that person is manifesting in their life. Show me the Divine Feminine one more time. We did have the Queen of Cups, lusting, and it came in sideways. This could have been a non-committal person. And we do keep getting the Knight of Wands. This is the same card. It's just shown with a feminine. It says sexual energy, forbidden, non-committal. I think someone lusted and pursued you in the beginning, okay? But they dropped off due to fears, and also the fact that you were calling out certain things that they were doing, okay? You could have found out about addictions. You could have found out that this person wasn't entirely healed from something painful. They could have hidden that also from you, okay? Moving on to, if you're manifesting a new person, this person in the spying is trying to find out if you've successfully gone and done that, if you began a new chapter. Also, if you feel good in your new chapter too. Do you feel good in your new chapter? You can ask that today. Bottom of the deck is there's multiple possibilities. It's going to open up and show you that you have new choice. That happens in life actually more consistent than we recognize. There's possibilities to do something a different way, or even if you thought it had to be done traditionally and it had to be done with your feelings, that's not necessarily true. A lot of people have taken risks and it worked out for them. So it's showing in the reading, you have a possibility to look at it from another point in the house, or another point of where you stand at. And the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine journeys are that you get to find out more about yourself. You get to find out if the risk pays out in reward. And there could be physical rewards in other places, meaning your job, you're doing better there. Where you put the attention, where you put the hope is where the work pans out. Okay, so let's see here. And my voice, I'm gonna drink here because I'm gonna pull cards for each situation. So we'll do that now for the morning. And then that way, when we check up later with long distance again, we can decipher what happened also in the past, recent past. We have the Six of Cups on the split and the Hierophant. Okay, so there's a number of things going on here. A new person could find out you're a teacher of some kind, or you're a spiritual leader, or they find out that you are acting as a Hierophant in your life. You don't act like everybody else. So if you've noticed why like sometimes your hermit seasons are long, and I've gone through long ones, I don't know about you guys, like 9 months into being a hermit, and you're like, what the heck is happening to me? The Hierophant can be that you taught yourself the entire time. Recently, I've been researching detached avoidance. I've been looking up certain characteristics that not everybody has, but if you knew the information, it's just better, if you research it. Doesn't mean that that person wasn't avoidant. You can only diagnose if you're a PhD, but it's showing you that through the Hierophant, you picked up certain learned skills that somebody would just want to know. You Googled things and looked things up about characteristic personalities or interpersonal relationships with people, and that could have actually been a part of your healing. Okay, so someone views you as the one to commit to. I am picking up, a lot of you are going to say the Hierophant isn't divorce, but in this type of bonus, when I see the Six of Cups again, and it's a subconscious card now, it's at the bottom of the deck. So it shows you what somebody is thinking about. Bottom of the deck is always subconscious when you check it. Okay, so when I show you my closures and I show you the bottom of the deck, usually this is the next card you want to look at. It's not the top of the deck mostly, it's the bottom. So I'm going to keep the Three of Swords. This is Libra energy. And then I'm going to do a hand shuffle right now. What is the Six of Cups in terms of nostalgia? Eight of Cups. So it could be somebody that was a water sign. They walked away. They could have walked away too early. Okay. I told you guys about a masculine today that does this in terms of a walk. Okay, so I think this is a current card. Maybe they're doing that for their own spirits. And the Eight of Cups could be telling you the recent past. So there is, they walked away too early. Sometimes this can be something that they kept from you because of ego. Eight of Swords, another 8. You have 8, 8. Trapped is that card. Why is this person saying that they're trapped? Why does this person say that they're trapped? Three of Cups, Cancer. There's a lot of water signs in this particular bonus. That comes off as people. People, places, and things like friends, associations. This is a social card, socializing. They're trapped by those people now, okay? Or they found out about a group. So this is a romantic influence around my Libras, to be clear, that let people in. This is now a third party card. And I don't know why that was a theme even in the beginning one. I have another 3 here to make that really the real sauce. When you have 3, 3, usually a third card is definitely third party, but we have an influence here of what people said. It's people in the Three of Cups. And it doesn't mean about reuniting with you. That's not what it means today. It means that this person let people talk over now a hurt heart, and they feel hurt for doing that to you. Clarify the Six of Cups in connection to what I just said, and it's pushing it out. We have a bonus, Two of Swords. That's a Five of Swords. They were at a crossroads in their life. This person could have really been making over their life. It talks about that too. They were trying to choose what the better situation was for them. I think the reason why they picked these people, because there's now a clear thing that's going on here. They pick these people's opinions because socially or hierarchically, like by tradition, maybe this could have been something that a masculine told them, masculine friend, because it seems here that the opinions were more important in the decision making for this person. And it is a crossroads card, but I think it already happened. You guys get what I'm saying? It's like, even if this is distance or current, they had a decision at the time. The twos. And the twos will always tell you that, even the Two of Wands, when you can see it in the horizon, that is a decision that is a perceptive one. This one, she's blinded with the swords. So they didn't know a truth, possibly about you, possibly about your character, which is now clear. Okay, they miss you, which is interesting because the cycle will always tell you in just 2 cards. I've always, through the years, have felt this way. 2 cards are really the reading. Okay, even if they're major or minor. And I already saw them today. It's these 2 that you're going to see a lot of. Okay, or even like rewinds of the Taurus card here. There could be influences of, that's Cancer, Taurus. Cancer and Venus is the Three of Cups. There could be also air signs. So even if they had air in their chart. Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, or you got a mix of that. I see how someone here could be like a Gemini, Libra. I could also see someone here being a Cancer with like Libra in their chart. I can also see here maybe a Cancer period, like a Cancer sun sign person. Maybe Taurus too, because of the Hierophant. Let's see what else we have. King of Cups. Someone is mature. Today, maybe like there's something here about drinking, because I see cups a lot. Maybe somebody self-soothes through doing that as well. 1515 when I looked up. And I feel like they find you as a prosperous idea, even as a friend, Libras. I think somebody wants to be sorry or make amends for this Three of Swords. I'm not sure why. I don't know why it's delayed. It does bother me as a reader, but because I have to read it in the way that I feel in the moment, the Three of Swords feels more like grief. It's a grief thing. Okay. Clarify the Divine Feminine and the Spying card. You have another 2. So now we have 22. We don't have another 2 yet, which would make it the 222 combo. And I always believe you got to have the cards if you're going to talk about the angel number. This is perception, seeing the land, seeing the choice. I think here they closed it out with you with the world, but it also talks about being connected to the world in some way because he's looking at it. King of Cups to the Two of Wands. Is that type of action spawning anything? Does this person feel like they got to do something? They find that you're content, you're okay alone. You grew alone. I think you know something about this person too. There's something about you finding out about their Three of Cups. Like you know who their friends are. You know where this person maybe hangs out or where they work, or you understand. Because they view you as a single Nine of Cups, but they think you know or you're going to expose something about their friends. And that's a particular. It's not for everybody, but I think you know something about their Three of Cups. Queen of Wands. I think that's you feeling justice for the first time in a long time. By night's end, you understand that all things are working for you. There's some type of influence with you knowing that you could be resourceful even around mess. And that's also something that's going on. You're resourceful even if things are going to be trying or things are going to be hard. And the new chapter says you become the Queen of Wands there. So I'm going to stop and I'll do new person now. Let me do a hand shuffle for new people. So from 1740 to the end of the video, which is going to be 20 minutes, I am going to talk about a new person. So I'm switching gears here. New person that felt right. Show me the new person incoming for Libra. Wheel of Fortune, dang. Big energy with the major arcana coming out first. A switch up is what I heard when it turned over. And it's a switch. It's almost like what I saw was the light switch of a wall. Why is this happening? And tell me more about them. They're already looking you up. Or they find you to be very interesting. Page of Swords. Clarify the Page of Swords. This part's going to go by fast, Libra, because I'm going to update later. Four of Pentacles. That's Capricorn. They could be Capricorn. Fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Now a Aries, Leo, Sag. It's predominantly, though, for me, this is like a Aries card. Aries and Leo. They find that you're waiting for some things. This person is viewing you as someone waiting for answers, waiting for a conclusion. Maybe you're working on your own stability because this could be taken as a viewpoint on you. You could be working on your money or something in the home, because the Four of Pentacles tends to talk about stability in the home and workplace. They seem to view you as a soulmate as well. The new person. They could be viewing you as the Queen of Wands, of which I feel like you structurally moved into, like it was a flow into the Queen of Wands. And that's summertime for me. Remember my May, June, July card? This is what I refer to with that. Clarify the Page of Swords, because that didn't come out clean. It just showed that they believe you are moving on from something. So let's get that today's card. Show me the Page of Swords for the day. Lovers, Gemini. Libra, you could have Gemini in your chart, and I'll take that. The Tower, the Lovers, and the Knight of Cups. This is a big combo, you guys. I had to take a deep breath because this is 2 years ago since I've seen the 3-card combo of the Tower, the Lover. So remember this today. I haven't seen this in about 2 years. I got this before, but never with the Knight of Cups. So this is a combo you might want to remember. This is a romanticist. This person wants to be there at the right time. And I think they're watching your story because they're intrigued. This Knight of Cups. They want to come in, and I know this is going to sound cliche, but this is coming in modern. This person wants to be there for you at the right time because they view that you guys are soulmates. And I'm covering their privitos right there. They want to come in at the right time to provide a soulmate kind of a love and support. They don't care if it begins with friendship because you have 2 soulmate cards. They know that they can be there for you, even if it's watching and supporting you from far away. Where does Libra know this person? Where does, for the highest pointed card of the collective, and here's the climax, where does this person easily see Libra? Let's put it that, the Star. Okay, so got to be careful. Again, 9 of Pentacles, where you're productive, where you shine, where your identity is very clear. The Star card is a place of healing, so they could see you at a gym, spa, holistic place, if you're talking about places. But they see you where you shine the most. It could be at work. This person could know you through friends. That's where they could see you shine. It's not a social media card, but it could be taken that way because it can be the internet. The Star could star out there. So the stars are popping out to me, the white in the background of the traditional star card, and I have to cover it because now I'll be flagged. But it's that popped out to me in the whole card, and your eye will zero in on one thing. And I believe that it's where they can easily see you progress to because it's a progress card. The Star is also progress. One more on that. And I'm going to use Oracle for this part because it seems like maybe in the beginning they are the clinging card and they could be more in their divine feminine energy, this new person. Specifically for the new person, clarify the Star card. Where does this person view Libra easily? It's the Judgment, okay? And it's also showing you like hilltops, like Sound of Music, definitely. It says when this pops out, this person is clear on your star energy. It says cloudy, but it's literally the Judgment card. To peace, they could be a Sagittarius. That's the Temperance. Chemistry. Maybe in a peaceful place, Libra, where there's no conflict too. Because I think this person watches you. The Star card wouldn't have to deal with that, or this person wouldn't have to deal with that. So it's a peaceful, tranquil, maybe by water. There's water in the Star card. This person could definitely pick up on you from work, but it's where you focus and put your purpose. And some of you maybe talk about it or write about it. Attraction, spark, commitment. Commitment's coming in for a lot of you who are ready. Okay? And if you look closely too, it gives you feelings of like old 90s movies when somebody finally meets. Like, I know this is going to be a little particular and maybe a little weird, but I'm getting like Jennifer Garner in 13 going on 30. If you guys watch when she met her love interest at that point. And I don't know why I'm getting that, but it's going to feel like old love. And it's going to feel also like something that you wished for, because look at all the fireworks as well. The Star card is also a wish. It's just delayed at points because it's a delayment. Okay, and that's where we're going to take it later. This is a nice place to end it. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you later. And my love and blessings. Thanks also for all the support recently.